that time and the effort I read. The brothers gave me the fear, the premise of death. The welcome my life without again.
A lyrical health.
Master.
Play Paris, who make you again Sktv menu. Say my chenny, Tina get I say my yamu. And you say no money, emu aye yo. And you love family, emu aye yo.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grand bazaar.
And I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I didn't ya to money, and I said ya to money, and I couldn't play ya to money, and I could do ya to money, and I forget it now ya to money. That's the TV, and I forget it now. Cause you work on my ya to money. Yeah.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa. Sktv, the best in Mama Liberia. Must hold by the lofa and grand bazaar.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you. We talking about podcasts and connecting people and culture from here and out of the globe. Qualified people who waiting to sell. The flesh, the time and the efforts are red. The broadcast we giving are real and the premise my best. The work with my life without fear. From Grandfather Nima to Lufa, from Riverside, River G to Chile, from Grand Crew, Bombing, Cape Mount, Montserrat, San to Bacalu, from Maryland, Bonk to the Mikey B. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB. We the best in the land, yeah, LIB.
Sktv, the best in Liberia. Sktv, the best in Africa.
Good. Wow. Good to go, folks. Let me see this camera. Is there something still happening here? Let me see our best. Okay, that's good. So, folks, well, another day to be alive. Another day to say, God, we are grateful. Let me see. I got to take this break, but I want to take this break first on this. What is the video? You know, sometimes we have so many videos to play. In fact, we have so many videos to play today, but the chairman will be here, the social chairman, as usual, the man who always making sure that, when the car is moving, right, there's something in the engine or nothing that can motivate the engine to move. They call it a spark plug. So always time you see the engine is hot like that, you'll be thinking what going, but the social chairman will be here with us, and he will make the show hot and today. And you will know exactly where we're heading or where we're going to as a people. Let me see. I have some kind of video to play, man. Why is the video? The team I do this thing today to us, my people. Yeah, every time we have issues with this, the free time is not easy. But now we copy God is there. God there to. We like the kind of more. What is the video? We like the kind of more video. When yeah, I like the team doing the campaign. I like to just start playing the kind of video, But we're going to the weekend, so that's why we will play some of these videos, people. Again, good evening to all of you out there, cherry listeners. Please let me greet all of you. Sorry, let me greet you all. Indeed, you people are the real deal, because you always by our side. You always keeping us moving, no matter the situation. Even though it's not easy, though. Let me tell all of you, like I was saying yesterday, when the rain fall, right? The rain don't only fall on the good people or the bad people. No, the rain fall on everyone. That's the same situation we all go through. No matter if the system here in Liberia is good, let me tell you, we all will enjoy it, no matter which way you find yourself. That's the beauty of life. That one is just clear. That's why when you hear us talking, sometimes in the way we talk, we want the system to get better because we are the watchdog. When we come here, we start to sugarcoat it and say, yes, this one is okay. No need to to talk about this. This is okay. No, that means we are also what? That means we are dining and whining with a bad system. Let me tell some of you today. Thank God that last evening, the Defense Force Association, they were sharing last evening, the president suspended their own president that they were defending. Every day of your life, your role is to just defend. Whether it's good or not, you just be defending. Just defending. Even that will take you to your grave, you will defend. No! Who told you that you don't have your own independent mind or maybe thinking? So moving forward, let me say this to all of you today who sometimes you think that you want to come here and distract us, or you want to come here to bring confusion, you want to come here to make us look like we don't even know what we're doing here. We will not take that from you because you put a job 0.1%. Because among all of the 100, sometimes the 100 callers, maybe some of you only 1 or 2. You want to disturb. That's your role. They put you into the chat rooms so that you can disturb. You say, yeah, I don't want it today. I'm going for them. I will disturb them no matter, even whether they're talking good or not. I will disturb. That's your role. So moving forward, so you call and you, by the time you deviate from our topic, you will just go off. I don't even be arguing with you anymore to be holding and pulling with you. No. I won't hold and pull with you anymore. Those of you who are in that habit, that when you call on this platform, all you want to do is to distract, to be making confusion with us, like you the one that bring us, or maybe in fact you are the one that even paying us here or for all to be here. Look, we'll not take that from you anymore. So just be clapping for yourself because you are okay with the life. There are some people that don't learn light. They are witchcraft. Let me be frank. There are some people, they are just witchcraft. They always like darkness. So some of them, they are okay with their life. But there are thousands of Liberians who are listening to this platform because we are critical. Because we come here with seriousness. We're not coming here to come. We have no issue with individuals. We have issue with the bar system, and we'll control the system. They are the individuals, and the president is their head. So when we come here, you will always hear Joseph Boaka's name in our discussion. So if you think that because we mentioned Joseph Boaka, so you want to come and distract us, or maybe you want to come and look, you will just go quietly. I won't even be arguing. So you see yourself off. You know very well that in fact that you go deviate, and maybe you deviate from our discussion. So that's just the warning. We'll come here with everything to think about. Today I went on my son campus. Trying to go and get his transcript. I posted that he saw it. Everybody going through the same thing. See the amount of comments. People saying, oh, but maybe some of us will pay $50. Some of us will pay the amount. People are paying all kinds of money just to get certain thing done. When we come here to talk to our people, so that the system that can be, or maybe to even do better, even when they can be 100%, at least to do better. Then you come, you think that we here for your politics. Look, you're not even letting the political party, most of you. I don't know where they show people. You're not letting the political party, you are just scheming, all of you. If you like the political party that you claim, every day of your life, every clothes you wear, that will be the political party. When you're going out, let people see you with United Party clothes, or with CDC, or with CMC, or with ANC, or with all of the political parties that you think you love so dearly, more than your own country. Then I know now that, yeah, that you're serious. Then I know that you mean well, that you love the party so much more than your country. That's all. It's very easy. Anytime you're going out, wear CDC clothes, or wear United Party clothes, or wear CMC clothes. Wear it. Any kind of clothes you feel you can wear it. That's the best way to go. But don't come on this show. Moving forward, you come here to come distract us after taking all of our times. You know how many people listening? Even the government. Look, I take it for very long, or maybe we've been taking it for a long time. But anyway, let's share the show. Today is let me play the hour song for them move forward with the issue. Yeah, but what kind of country? People your own thing that the system is scaring you. When we come here to talk about the system, you get angry. Somebody rape the person even in jail, the person passing around. We come here to come talk about that, you get angry. You want to start going for all kinds of stories again. What the yeah man? Stop. You too. Oh, now the philosopher looking. I know what they follow say. Yeah man. I mean, they can just get people. They just sit down, quote unquote, because they have something. But let's share the show, people. We will play that video later on. Let's share the show. Those of you who are joining, or if I will just join, good evening. That they wanting them moving. You want to do your campaign business or your political thing, come on the show. Not for days. Ask me. Or maybe I want to come on the show and talk about it. Maybe the way the government, nobody's stopping you. Come. Come. If you think that your government is working, come on the show. If you think that your government not working, come on the show. And come and discuss so that people can listen to you. But when we come here to talk, to tell our people who believe in us, who know exactly that what we are doing is quite correct. Even your politicians, those ones that even worship, they listen to us. They're in a chat room right now, they're listening. You don't even know that Sktv is one of the why they listen to show by this time. Then you come here, want me disturbing us when we come here to come talk about issues. Thank God Mr. Connor is here. Yeah, Mr. Mr. Connor going, yeah, but it will just work on it.
Yeah, good evening, Mabel. How are you?
I'm okay, though. I'm okay. About little time, though, the white brother, they giving you a little tough time, or is that the politics, or which one?
Wow, what do you mean?
Because yesterday we saw you on, then later on you just step out
Oh
into
no,
the.
no. That was my job. I was busy. By the time I came in, then few people walking, and then I just have to go off.
Oh, okay. All right, that's
Yeah,
good. But thank you, Ali, for joining us today. Yeah, that's good. Ali, thank God. Ali, let the whole house come today, but that's good. So everything with you, and what the latest from your end?
well, we're here. We're hanging in here. We don't know what the future holds, but every day, you see yourself alive, and you can have food to eat, and you can have a good place to sleep. You wake up in good health.
Mhm.
You always be thankful to the Almighty.
Indeed, Mr.
Yeah.
Kana, even though you, for little time, you've been talking about this, about some of our listeners, especially though the stratas, who sometimes they feel that the only way they can maybe be part is for them to just come and cause some disturbancy. So I was talking to them and thank God that you here because they always in the kind of habit, sometimes only one or two person, they just call and just distract the entire show. So I was talking to them that moving forward, by the time they see themselves off the show, because I won't be talking to them back to back, I'll be telling them that go straight to the topic. I will just get them off because I follow so many radio, I follow so many shows, even in the morning, in the afternoon, and there are more people, even if some of them they even claim that we are critical, but there are more people, even that even in the cycle of the government, that are even critical, talk a lot of things, but they don't go there to go to step. Or they come here, they feel that maybe they have free ride, that they can do anything that they want to do. So I think you just listen to me. I was telling them that moving forward, if they can go to the topic or to the issue that we are discussing and they want to attack people or they want to go another thing, I will just get them off the line.
Yeah, so you're 100% right. Um, for the few days I've been seeing you and Abraham and Masale Hopefully, Ibrahim is going to come on today. Is he going to come on today?
Yeah, let me see. Maybe I haven't sent the link. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah, by right, it's supposed to be here by this time, but it's like the link is
Yeah.
there.
So people have been getting some good review about you guys being on, and Ibrahim been doing very well. He's very analytical. He's very intelligent. You may not like his politics. You may not like you know the way come through sometimes because of your political overall, and he's well respected. So to see him on with you and live honest, and I must actually you guys could. I think right, it's all right. Maybe okay. Steve. I think that was Steve, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So Memo, yeah, everything is good. I'm very happy that we're here, and I look forward to a great show.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Connor and Steve, just joining us. So, yeah, so again, that's it. Thank you also for always telling us to to give the platform to the Liberian people so that they'll be able to speak out exactly. So please, are you sure? We always here. And Steve just joining us, the social chairman. So Steve will take complete control of the show today, and I will David asked him on running up of the show today because today is Thursday. So at least let me be able to be taking my little brief out while I do some research behind the scene. But again, Mr. Connor, thank you for that. And
Maybe for you always the one give or no to me. The social chairman. Who gave you the authority to get that kind of position? The question I have for you guys.
yeah, well, thank you.
what? Go hello. Yeah, let's share the show.
Thank you. So that chairman, go ahead.
Today, second one for that to
No,
the
but
talk.
I didn't understand. The chairman, you don't want to ask the so-called chairman because me, I don't know whether the man begin chairman. And Mose told me that I agree. So how
Because
the man became chairman?
there were coming because Mr. Kenneth sent the entire chairmanship. I haven't heard anything from my brother to say maybe I decline. But maybe there's a saying that whenever you don't know where there's smoke, there's fire. So maybe behind the same, maybe they maybe interact with you that you're not interested. Then that would be a breaking news.
Interesting what?
So
Social chairman or social chairmanship.
Wait. Mama, don't start the show like that today. Listen, no man, Seku. Please don't listen to Seku. Leader Tony here, we've been working on it here, and we are wholeheartedly take the championship. I accept it.
Thank God. Yes, sir.
Maybe I got complained that the man that's stable. That one day the man standing with Jowia, another day the man socially the man standing with Bakai, socially another day again the man standing with. All they play ball there, and then the message he telling with that Oma that say Joe Bakai what is that?
No, come on, music there. No, drop the music for a few seconds.
That Oma
For a few seconds here. Thank you. That's my hero, yeah. That's my hero song. But that was Hero Town show. Folks, let's share the show. The show bad, the show be. Don't eat, Jack. I beg you, yeah. Oma, see our song. We're looking for intelligent musician.
419. You play 419 on Sia Marie. You went ahead and play on your can. You went all the way from other people that raised you up to become president. I said, Joseph Waka, you be 419. Oh, Joseph Waka, 419. Oh, Joseph Waka, now 419.
Yeah, our new musician. I dropped internet for the
You came to rescue, but you rescue yourself. Where are the good road? You rescue yourself.
Thank you, Melbourne. Take my musician now for a second. We'll be back with her. My musician there. I finish with 10:30 business. Send the Omar release of single. I will hold now. I finish with 10:30. Me at 10:30.
As you know how to pull the water. How now you don't want to really Omar.
Melbourne, my musician there. I'm a musician.
But you know the funny thing with this music. When I posted the music on my page, all my UP friends, none of them get angry. They were all just laughing, enjoying the song. Like nobody hate the song. Everybody just loved this song.
And the song,
so
Mr. Kenneth, look, FK is not taking this song going to be one of the hottest songs come 2029 because this song.
The Omar just warming up.
But
let me tell you
somebody told me they're working on putting some some real sound on it.
We're working on putting some beats and rhythm and rhymes to make it a little sophisticated.
I heard that.
You see raw talent, that raw talent there, raw talent. Yeah, that's what 10 of people making that raw talent. But folks, let's share the show. My Omar just sound for us. I stand with her just so you know. I would have 100%. Folks, let's share the show. We got different news then here today in other news. Thank God say we are in other news. The CMC fought inside. The CMC chairman passing all around explaining tired, no evidence accusing Jeremiah. No, the show will be too hard today. The show will be hard. CMC chairman Musa Hassan Benede passing around explaining tire with no evidence. Jeremiah Kun is under serious pressure. Gompu Kagon. Look, you know, we can associate with different group then. In you when I say Gompu emi weme. Gompu emi weme. Gompu Kagon, who most recently crossed over to Musa Hassan Benede and CMC. They making us out. Maybe I'll say the video, you play for a few seconds. They making us out to tell the Labrador people that Musa Benede not getting no money. But Jeremiah Kun play him, even though he supported Jeremiah Kun and some people in Nima say he might not support the CMC. So the CMC in the news this week again. But people yeah. In other news, we saw Alexander Kumi hanging out with a Zogo there. Alexander Kumi was hanging out with Zogo there. Oh, 2023 will be too juicy. Mr. Cummings in 2023, in 2023, he was hanging out with Tired Suffering there. That other one, what other one is? That one that is sent to on the side, where is he? That with Tired Suffering guy. He say he tired suffering by your copy.
Louis Brown?
Louis Brown. He say he was tired suffering. But he's scared. I say he's scared. You know me on the show. But first, let's share the show. In other news,
so because mental will be there that I mean, remember that's suffering.
That's suffering. They so bring drag question to leader with that suffering. Drag question, then we see it. No. Politics are optics too. I hear somebody who find a God who say that you see what man. Then you get power, you working your feet, sweating to that Christmas chicken, and they tell us say that you are not there suffering. Alexander Komichi Kozo, he hanging out now. Where the Zogo beginning now. That is another coming later on the red track. You must have been.
So hold on. So come here hanging out with the man, the one that are real hungry and the one that are real suffering.
Exactly. You understand the message. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
So Louis Brown was not hungry.
Louis Brown was hungry where? God, you see God follow we are still hungry.
That's why you see Mr. Khan still do maybe right on Mr. Khan. That's why you see that protest.
Man, politics are optics. You know I noticed.
Me, I'm not supporting Steve on anything. Anything Steve saying right now, I'm not supporting him. I'm still waiting.
You know what I noticed in the conversation a few days? Musa Hassan Benede has become strategic. He used to be wearing up diplomatic shirt and be acting cool. I see the man just wearing African shell. Okay. Oh, they understand the message. So it got serious. It got serious. Kumi go hang out with Zogo there. Musa Benede wearing vice shirt, African shirt. We're looking at y'all. We looking at your 2029. But anyway, folks, in other news, the list of all the top 5 Joseph Boakai Jong were released today. Let me call a list quick before we start getting the program because we want to establish on the list, my people. Look, maybe they put on sharing the show, then no need for us to be on the show.
No, we sharing. I think we almost 500. So yeah.
Let me share it. Let me come on the show. Then let's get second chance. Let's go talk about CNC Benin all day. We can be discussing national issue. Not be on the show that passing
so when I CMC issue, that national issue. What kind of man so?
No, CMC issue that national issue, but that one issue.
Okay. I got you.
Fast,
yeah. Waiting. Anything you say, I agree.
Yeah, so no, bring CNC already in the news. CNC will be in the news now. I don't know when to 2029 because your I don't know what thing you're using. I know that Japanese or what, but to be honest, they say a lot of people say your velocity, the velocity is too high. By the way, the list were released today. The top 5 Joseph Boakai Jongs. Let me call their name quickly. The top 5 Joseph Boakai name the Jong. Joseph Boakai top 5. The people who tap the list. The people who tap the list in the LeBron politics from 2023 for now. Joseph Boakai top 5 Jongs. You know, Joseph Boakai got plenty, but we put it in categories. So when you hear your name, when you make the first 5 list, that means you beat Jong. Nobody should take you seriously. You're not a serious man and male, you're not a serious man and woman. So let's look at the top 5 names here. Tapping the list. Tapping the list. The hero who tend to junk. Can you imagine from hero to zero? You are hero. They see behind you hero. Only for you to come from one 80-year-old papa to position you. Your whole life. Can you imagine? You barely 45 according to you. Why you say oh, that the number you get about will hold that number. You say you barely 45. 80-year-old man position you. Henry Pedro Costa is the leading jong for all Joseph Boakai Jongs. And you know, we should give to Costa. Costa earned that title. We should give it to him. He earned that title. You know how Costa earned the title?
Steve.
Costa was putting down money in business.
Steve, are we going to talk about real stuff or you want to waste our time on the young business? That one is not important, man.
No, Mr. Kana will beg you for the first 5.
Yeah. Why is that important?
It's very, very important because the Liberian people need to know who not to come later on to fool them or to say certain things because the people are warming up to come back. It's important that the people point out and label. You see that the thing what we can avoid that it can be problem. Okay. We must put these guys out. So give us. But you not been on the show. Give us 5 minutes. We'll get with you.
But they're not be on the show, but they are be on the show. I want to make sure we talk on real issues.
Yeah, we'll get with you. There's a real issue. We'll get with you, Mr. Kane. Hang on.
Okay.
I think still you want to conclude.
Okay, sir. No.
On his musician, you know.
Okay,
sir.
Look at
no problem.
The other one said there's not important conversation. They changed the channel. We'll call important conversation. You come back. Let's talk about the show. my boy watching or Philip, woman, what's up? Philip and my boy will go a long way. But folks, let's go back. Costa and the chief junk for the years and been in row. Since 2023 in Ben Jong. Costa was saying that money Bennett Joseph Boakai saying he will make him vice president. Costa passed a run here. All the Costa station and encouraged them to be singing a song. And when he's a kind of show him be speaking diplomatically, how he can't tolerate again, he can't tolerate that, he can't do that. But the player no Costa was John for 2 when Joseph Boakai started using him to attack Cummings in the CPP, attack Musa Belete, attack other people in the CPP. And you know that the first time I started knowing that he was young. How can you as a young man sit and just allow older men to push you and just be talking funny thing? But that's not the real play of drunkenness was revealed. He became real drunk and certified drunk when Joseph Boakai made a big saying will be vice president. Why he not go and buy new clothing and support and collect money for him, buy different clothing, different shit. And you just see him wearing different, those funny, shiny shit, those pink shit. Yeah. After I'm buying small, not getting small money, buy clothes, picking a more say won't be vice president. Jeremiah Kun came from the plans and issue on him. Joseph Boaga then went, call it Jeremiah Kun bring Jeremiah Kun issue on him. Jeremiah Kun can eat a show on him from nowhere. The next John on the list, Costa deputy, because every John they get a deputy, they get the vice president. The vice president for all the John, Stanton Waterspoon. Vice president for all the junks. Can you imagine? He and Nathaniel McGill and CDC people that were working together. Can you imagine? Only in the last minute, he decided that he would go with Joseph Boaga. And you remember they used to invite Joseph Boaga on the show when Joseph Boaga coming, all of them were Kosu to welcome to. Can you imagine to welcome Joseph Boaga on the show? All of them were in Kosu, and that same thing Sekou wanted me to do. The same thing what they did on Melbourne Edge. Folks, let me tell you, me I say the truth. Sekou wanted me to buy new Kosu because Joseph Boaga promising that he will come on the show. I told Sekou, I said that Papa, you can be trusted. Fast forward. Stanton brought Joseph Boaga on his show, collected money for him, made noise for the whole Unity Party and rescue thing. So the minute they black Stanton no more. He can call the Papa again. He can hear from the Papa again. Only see the Papa on his show, they can be forcing themselves going there. They can force themselves to go to the executive mansion or other places to even interview Joseph Boaga. They're blacking all over. He can't hear from the Papa. All that direct noise he's be making. I spoke to the Papa. I talked to the Papa. That scam. That scam. He can't talk to the Papa again. They're blacking. Let him say that lie. Let him say that lie. They're blacking against Peter Joseph Boaga. The next person on the junk list, Bernard Ure, Bob Bay. Can you imagine? Costa, a political leader. And Bernard Ure is to be passing around making noise in the CPP. You say you opposition man. And you know, Alex, we take Alex to the court and we got to take Alex. Alex forged the document and Alex. Where is Mr. Alex? Where is Mr. Alex today? Joseph Boaga went to Mr. Alex farm, Bob Bank, carrying to a farm. Right on a own farm. Joseph Boaga looked at your and said, I will dance with the devil. Speaking of dancing with the devil, because that lead me to the fourth person on the list. Dancing with the devil, Prince Johnson, they call him devil. Y'all remember Prince Johnson? Prince Johnson, like, used to be passing around making fun out of people. The school that he was making noise for. What comments gave him money that time he came on the show and said, oh, come and get me 50,000. And I eat the money, they started laughing. All of them started making fun. Joseph Boaga was setting for him. So Joseph Boaga win election. Joseph Boaga packed Prince Johnson. Go watch Prince Johnson last video. How Prince Johnson lose weight. Joseph Boaga and Jeremiah come pack Prince Johnson. Prince Johnson start passing around and spinning tire with no evidence. So according to them, that the one that made Prince, that quote unquote that all that one and that lead Prince Johnson to his death. We don't care what leading to his death as long as it's not written on the certificate. We don't care. So Prince Johnson, and carry with him. He gone to the great beyond. And let him be there. We're not worried about him. The day we see him, we're getting a certificate of junk. Me, when I see him, because I know I'm going to help me, I know I'm going to heaven. If he make it to heaven now, I'll get a certificate of junk there. If he make it to heaven. When I come to the last junk for the day, folks. The last junk for the day. Oh my God. The other junk, you know, that I think all the people can question us, the Liberian people, about the level of integrity. Y'all know that one that passed around with big report to John Molu. Y'all remember him? He said how the Ellen government was 10 times than corrupt than Julie Bryan government. But I seen John Molu. Sit down on Stanton, he go to a friend John, because I told John they get back together. If you really don't do about two, all the John that didn't want to get back together can go one side. When on I seen show start talking for Joseph Boaga, he think he come and get job. Ladies and gentlemen, you can see John Molu again. John Molu going here, we're looking for him. We put alert off for him. We're looking for John Molu. If you're seeing anywhere else, we're looking for him. Yeah, he made a junk list. So these are the first 5 junks of Joseph Boaga. Next week we'll reveal another 5. And in that 5, the one that tap in that 5, Well, the leading person will be Cabinet Janet. We'll discuss the own situation next week. Folks, let's turn to the program for today. As you have heard the news for the junks of Joseph Boakai, we'll be back next week with junks update. Mr. Kane, let me turn the show back to the politics of the day. Monk, welcome to the show. How are you today? Where's Monk?
Hello?
Monk, I hold a minute. They are calling you.
Hello?
You there? Oh, okay, Monk.
Yeah, I'm doing great. I'm just following the junk update. You know,
Yes.
Joseph Boakai is a smart politician. Joseph Boakai got one thing he uses to his advantage. In as much as he's a consummate politician, he uses his silence. When people keep quiet, it's very hard for you to predict their next move. And that's how he gets something they call a kill shot. He's transactional in politics. When he's ready to get rid of you, he will use you. And when he get ready for you, he will hit you hard. And that's it. That's politics. That's fair game for him. So there are more junks to be on that list, and he will keep surprising them all the time because he's man of fewer words. He doesn't say that much. He just keep quiet. But guess what? He's very calculated in his decision making, and when it comes to playing political operator, that's how he operates. So he keep quiet. Even Madam Sally, she understood the game with Joseph Boakai before talking about the old junks we just named. So that's the old man right there. He's been in the game for a long time, and he understands how the game is played. That's it.
Thank you, Monk. Mr. Kane, we'll give you maybe 1 minute to close on the whole topic and don't get into the actual politics of the day. Did you experience any encounter from Joseph Boakai as well? The quick post that we get from this month.
I mean, the thing here is that Joseph Boakai has a lot of victims when it comes to, yeah. So you call them drums, I call them victims. So, and some are also victimized one way or the other by Joseph Boakai.
Wow.
So out of a betrayal and out of lie and lack of trust, everybody that actually that have been in the proximity with Joseph Boakai, we one way or the other experience some form of betrayal or being lied or being deceived. I think normally should be on the top of those, that list. Because, yeah, I know, but normally was play more than Molu. Normally was 100% sure that she was going to be the vice president for Joseph Boakai, even before Costa. Normally was accused for being someone who was auditioning, who was campaigning to be a vice president. But you know what? Joseph Boakai's story is never ending.
Yeah.
And it's better that we focus on the current realities, focus on what is actually going on, primarily affecting our people's life. So for me personally, I don't have much to say about Joseph Boakai, but I know very well that Joseph Boakai is not a trustworthy person. He's not an honest person. But unfortunately, he's the president of Liberia. So we're going to have to deal with it until Liberian people can get ready, either to remove him by popular demand or wait for 2029 and vote against him massively, where they'll have no room to cheat. And if they try to cheat, then I believe Liberian people will do something, to make sure that their vote are protected. So that's what I can say about Joseph Boakai.
Thank you so much. Melbourne, quickly 1 minute to you. Has Truth FM or you or anybody who have been victimized? Because I agree with Sekou that there have been a lot of victims.
Yes, I think that's a rare word that we use. Yes, so Mr. Connor is right. I think for me, all I can say is that even all Liberians, or if not, almost 80 to 90% of even their supporters has also been or used and victim of all of these situations, because most of their photos are also crying.
My man, Melbourne, I think we can agree on. We're asking about you directly. Why you talking about the other opponent? You not be part of the list too. They not to that back and what they call you.
No, for me, I come in. So chairman win now, chairman. So for me, directly, no, I'm not that, because for me, between you and myself, believe me or not, I don't like to be too close to people, especially people who have who think that they have the fame, they have the power, and they have the, for me, no. So directly, no. But for the media, yes, I will tell you that the media was used, and today they are seeing.
You only what you said the thing. Don't be scared. You're not going to help.
Yeah, man. Why you want to?
Yeah, but y'all use.
Yeah.
You back also. Joseph Parker said to the office for interview. Joseph Parker left just standing and there. Why you say let me move on? Why you gotta be the?
But they were coming to the media. Because I was saying media are coming. What you will say is your. What I would say is mine. The media was used, including Truth FM. But then Truth FM was one of the media institutions that even today those rescuers today who calling today and saying what they want to say. There was the same platform that they were using back to back. But today, we have not been looked at as against these awards that they're using. So, yes, we've been used. And they don't.
Okay, we'll argue O'Neal on the list. We'll move on. Yeah,
okay,
you
no
scared to say. Folks, we'll add Melbourne and O'Neal on the list. And we'll tell what Joseph Parker did today. Folks, let's move on. Nobody's stupid yet. We'll move on with this too. Thank you so much.
So Steve, before you move on,
yeah,
you made me sorrow for me. I said, okay, no problem. Let me say this to you. You gotta leave Melbourne with your joint business. Melbourne is not on the journalist. Melbourne is not part of it. So please leave Melbourne alone. And let me tell you something, Steve. Okay. Before we move forward, everybody not like Costa and Steno Witherspoon. Is some all gonna be like Costa or Steno Witherspoon? I have years. I'm not saying 1 year. I say years.
Yeah.
Of text message exchange that between me and Joseph Mabwaka. I have years of lot of text message exchange, and beyond that, a lot of conversation, even recordings. But I never included those things in any campaign discussion or anything, and I would never actually go into our personal, confidential conversations. But I know that Joseph Mabwaka is not an honest person, and I'm saying it based on facts. First-hand information, not like third party. Something that I know. Joseph Mabwaka confided in me a lot of stuff, and I know exactly the outcome of those things, and I can discuss them. The only thing I talk about was only what happened when it comes to his appearing on Sktv, but his personal things, even some of the, the man is of old age. Imagine before even Barker becoming president, Barker mistakenly sent me a lot of different information for different people that were not intended for me. Yeah. But I have them, and Jacob Akoli is aware that I could have those information. That's how they blocked my number. So we have a lot going on, but it's okay. Yeah. Wait now. Wait till you do that.
Breaking your circle and stand over there both black. Got no more.
So you see that, Chairman? So you see that you are looking for me up and
so
down.
When they told me, so when I was told Steve that they very cheap, the very cheap no more. I said no problem. No problem. Yeah, so so that's what it is. So people can it wouldn't unveil and reveal the true self of the person. It's not. It has less to do about people that you actually try to betray or deceive, but it has more to do with you as a person than it has to do with people who actually, you betray or lie to.
Yeah, that's true. Well, thank you, Mr. Kane.
But on your list, you forgot one major group. They voted themselves. They are the biggest jump.
Talk
about the list.
No, but Mark, here's the thing now. We have not done the collective. The list still going on weekly. The voters, especially those who were jumping in the rain that day, now people water, those people who are kneeling down on Broad Street there, all the people who were passing around, you know, they look, they make the list bigly. Then they made a list. When you see the name on the list, you will check. They made a list. So we coming to them. But at least we identify individual as Sekou, then who the black the normal. You understand? Sekou, who said her whole show, encouraging the black folks who are things that I'm buying it. So yeah, I said I'm buying suit to the back for me. No way. So folks started there. By the way, let's get into the politics because I think this is important. This is very, very important. Monk, during the week we did see Honorable Musa Hassan Bilidi, Representative Musa Hassan Bilidi, and the political leader of CMC, along with Simon Freeman. And on the show, we did predict to the Liberian people that the political leaders of the opposition will be targeted. They will start from Maxwell Kimia, and it started from him. From there, they came down to Simeon Freeman, and then they came down now to Musa Bilidi, the person that remained on the list. The two people that remain on the list are President George Weah and Alexander Cummings. And we are saying to you today again that they will go after them. Monk, what say you, the appearance of Musa Hassan Bilidi talking about business along with Simeon Freeman and how they're targeted directly? I follow the exchange on OKFM. What say you?
Yeah, I follow the exchange as well, and so it was a profound statement made by Simeon Freeman. I know that people follow the SKTV religiously on the radio. Maybe we may not get the credit that we deserve, but we said something on the show. We didn't only make a prediction that it will be coming after that Unity Party and Joseph Baga going to weaponize state power to go after their political opponent. But something Simeon Freeman said on the show from the beginning, and that thinking from SKTV, he said, we are going to stand with Musa Bilidi because they understand what's going on in terms of being a target. And he was admonishing other political leaders too, because it might be Musa Bilidi now. But he didn't say he got some business interest in Liberia, so he didn't say it's a target. So for the fact that he could come up boldly and say that he's encouraging other political actors or leaders to be part of this thing, then it means that our message is resonating and they are following, because we say that Musa Bilidi might be in the crosshair today, but he's not the only target. There are multiple targets. And Unity Party is not thinking about the whole idea of making strides in governing. They want to maintain power. That's why everyone is looking towards 2029. Can you imagine we got 4 more years to go? The one thing that I know in politics, when you get the work done, you don't have to campaign that much. But if you are looking forward to the next election, even without focusing on the present, then it means the next 4 years is going to be a waste, because you want to focus now. It's your action now that will determine how the future will be like. But if you are going to ignore the present moment and focus on the future, then it will be up to the voters again to make their call. And they say a lot of stuff. And Chairman Bilidi came with some hard figure. For me, I talk opposition on this stuff already. I say it's a political hit job. The people who want to sit there and buy into the idea that they're trying to raise more revenue, they want to take on infrastructure project, and that's a lie. Because Chairman Bilidi came with some receipt, even Simon Freeman, but we'll go into that later. Let me just stop there for now as an introduction on this whole thing. So let me stop here.
Thank you, Milborn. Milborn, I'm going to send you an excerpt of the stuff for you to play. But let me ask Mr. Cannon quickly. It's a short video I'll send to you. Can you please play it? Just for the Liberian people to get context of the whole thing, wherein both Musa Bilidi, and I just sent it to you, and Simon Freeman told the Liberian people in the world large that the quote-unquote money that the government is taxing people or whatever it is, they're taking the same money back. But we'll talk about it. Mr. Cannon, what say you about that exchange, about the opposition leaders coming together in order to stand up in solidarity? Do we expect Musa, Mr. Kimia, President George Weah, and maybe Alexander Cummings to join suit?
Yeah, that is the expectation. But I did not follow that particular interview, the exchange. I wasn't actually available. I was very busy. So it was today. Somebody was telling me that a lot of other interesting figures in the country called in and participated, including Manu Nukwe, as well as the senator of Nima County, what's his name, Koga. So I don't know whether that was true, but I was told that Koga said the timing was wrong, and that he also insinuated, or maybe directly saying that it is a witch hunt and against Musa Bilidi business. So whatever be the case, Unity Party is working, and the person behind it, the process being led by the current vice president, and the person who is a little more sophisticated in his criminality is Emmanuel Nukwe, the former Speaker of the House, who was also removed because of being corrupt from the speakership. So he is the one that is a little bit sophisticated, but then they are using Prince Moi, who is a little dummy in the whole process. He has nothing, no clue. They will feed him with information. He will come and vent out his, deep-seated hatred for Musa Belete, for the fact that Musa Belete decision to build bridge between connecting Nimba and Bon County, and Musa Belete choosing and TMC choosing Marvin Cole to be the vice chair for operation for CMC. Prince Mo is seeing it as a slap in the face, because the possibility of CMC gaining momentum and winning serious vote in Bon County is high. So Prince Mo is on the defensive. So for him, whatever comes, he will work with anybody to help him fight Musa Belete and Marvin Cole in Bon County. But overall, Steve, like Mom said, it cannot be stated better than that. It's all about political maneuvering. It's all about witch hunt. It's all about making sure they somehow destroy Musa Belete financially, so that to stop him doing what he's doing right now. And they're not going to stop there. Anybody that they will see as a threat, they will go after you. Whether communists or we are, they will get their share. Definitely. On the only way they will not, if they remain quiet and they remain not visible, they remain somehow not interested in 2029, and they don't see them as a threat. They don't see them as a problem for them in 2029. Yep. Other than that, if they attempt to be visible, to show some concern, wherein Labrador people start to gravitate to the worst, whether it's we are or commies, definitely they're already on the list. But what they will do to them, we will not see it until they are involved deeply in politics, and they try to gain some steam and among the Liberian people. The minute Joseph Baka and people that, especially Jeremiah Kun sees them as threat to his political ambition, then definitely they will go after them to destroy them in whatever way they can. But I don't expect all the political leaders to actually come out to say something, because some of them don't not seeing it as an attack on the opposition, an attack on democracy, an attack on Liberia, as a country. They're seeing it as an attack on one of their opponents, because some of them feel like Musa Belete, what? How can this man, form a party less than 6 months, the party gaining so much steam and the party gaining so much momentum in the country, that could possibly, somehow be the third lane in the country. So some of them seeing it that way, so they feel giving any supporting statement or supporting position to Musa Belete that will empower him, that will elevate him, and that will be an added leverage for Musa Belete. So that's why some of them are not actually saying anything. But again, they say this, the rope that can tie the monkey, that same rope can tie the bamboo.
Thank you. Melbourne, let's see if we can play that short clip really quick. I think it's a minute or so that we can bring. Melbourne, we're not hearing it.
There's no sound.
Oh, Melbourne says muted. Let's see. Melbourne, but you muted yourself so we can't hear you, Chief. Melbourne, unmute yourself, please. We can't hear you.
Yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
but I don't know
yeah.
what happened.
Play, let's see. Play, let's see.
Yeah,
Maybe we'll hear now.
I'm playing it, but let me see. All right.
Yeah, we unfortunately we not make it today again.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, but basically, I think this exchange was very important. But Melbourne, thank you. I know we're about to go to the news bulletin really quick. We'll be turning it over to you in a minute. But just before we go to the news bulletin, I think when we get back, we'll resume the conversation on this because it's important. There are two things that are happening, folks. There are two things that are happening in this so-called going after business people or political people, or whatever it is. The government is also talking about oil black selling. This is interesting, and tomorrow we're zooming on our conversation a little more because we got to do research. And Melbourne, Mr. Melbourne Monk, we have been following the story about this oil black selling. Unfortunately, it was the same guy, the same Nigerian guy that the government is purportedly or allegedly willing to sell 4 different oil blacks to him. We're going to do more research on it tomorrow to come out. Monk, how do you react with all these confusing, distracting thing that's going on?
Yeah, that's what you want to do. People cannot concentrate. We live in a social media age. People cannot concentrate for even 30 seconds. Because the never ending news cycle. Every time you got information popping up, so you cannot get in depth understanding of anything that's happening. By the time you make up your mind, the government is creating one story. Either it's a rape allegation, corruption allegation, travel, going after a political opponent, or making sales of the oil black. Even the people that live in Liberia cannot make sense of what's happening in the country because it's like they keep manufacturing events. But like you said, the conversation, there was something they guys said yesterday, but we'll come from the news bulletin because for me, I follow that conversation, especially when it came to the business aspect. That's why I was interested in the numbers and some of the royalties that is given to concessionaires in Liberia. So the same government that tells you that they want to increase revenue, that's a lie. For me, I told you guys from day one, I saw through this thing. It does not add up because, like I said, Chairman Belete came with some numbers and he was backed by Simon Freeman. Simon Freeman is a businessman, and business people, they know their numbers because numbers cannot lie. Numbers does not show emotion. Numbers is logical, or they are logical. So when you can give numbers, I mean, you can give the fact, you can give the proof. And when you can understand numbers, then you know exactly what people are doing. That's why the government is doing so. It's a political wish on. It's not about revenue generation because it's a total contradiction. But we'll come back and we'll follow
Yeah,
up with the case studies that they gave on the show. Yeah.
Yeah, let me ask Mr. Cannon this question really quick. Mr. Cannon, some people might say it's too soon for the political leaders to come up to stand up against the quote unquote witch hunt and so forth. Some people are also saying that most ability accused Jeremiah Kun, so this is a Jeremiah Kun fight. It has nothing to do with Joseph Parker and Unity Party. It's a Nima Kante fight. How do you react to that before we go to the news bulletin? And maybe you can take it from there right after that, please.
Yeah, so that would be the wrong way to read it. First of all, Jeremiah Kun cannot be detached from the government. So what about Jeremiah Kun? What power Jeremiah Kun have if he's not the vice president? So anything Jeremiah Kun is doing is sanctioned by the Unity Party and is approved by Joseph Nima because they are doing it in protecting the overall interest of the Unity Party. So Jeremiah Kun does not have any take or any power to do anything if he was not the vice president. So yes, we'll come back and talk more.
Yes.
That's what it is, Steve. The American cannot
Thanks.
be detached from the government. He's the
Thank
vice
you.
president.
Maybe I'll take it from the studio there to
Yes, indeed, Steve. Thank you. So, folks, if you just joining us, this is how I would like to say the pleasant good evening and welcome to the Thursday edition of the SKTV show. In a moment, for now, we'll be going for the news break. And trust me, we will be back after the news break. That is 15 minutes of news bulletin. After that, we continue with the SKTV show up to 8 o'clock on tonight. But as usual, maybe at 7:30, 7:40, we'll activate the line so that you too can also be part of the program here this evening. And we have so many things to talk about, like our team of panelists. However, they started with the issues surrounding the storage fees and on the Musa the opposition community, and so forth. So yeah, I'm still waiting for anything from the news team so that I can transition. But there are so many news, so many things ongoing. Let me see. While we go for this break, let me see what I can play this video coming from. Yeah, about the drugs issue, the drug thing that have been around the district number 17, latest news also. But this just the break to force. Yeah, so we even if you just joining us in a moment, let me see what are my team. Gotta go for brief break, brief in, brief out. Let me see what I can get to them because I
I
mean,
hope we had a 15 minute. I hope we had a 15 minute today. It was going to be a good thing.
yeah, because I'm not getting any word from them. But let me see. I don't want to go. But anyway, Mom, you can hold up. But I want to play this video about the huge, I don't know, consignment of drugs or drug bust. Yeah, let me see. I don't know where I have the video posted. But if so, you and Mr. Kanye, you can hold on a little bit. Let me go and get words from them and see exactly what's going on.
Good evening from Tupuro RCR News Bulletin at 7. My name is Emmanuel Sensi. In the headlines, the Office for the Establishment of War and Economic Crimes Court in Liberia says the transitional justice system is not focusing on establishing a tribunal just to prosecute and jail people suspected of crimes, but rather for victims who were severely injured, resulting to disabilities to receive redress. The Liberian National Record Society says it will soon begin direct cash transfers to more than 1,800 families affected by disasters this year. Montserrat County District 3 Representative Smo Morba has publicly called on suspended Deputy Youth and classes, including kindergarten, junior high, and senior high schools. According to him, the Education Reform Act of 2011, Chapter 9, Section 9.1, empowers the ministry to set fees and charges for schools, particularly private, faith-based, and community institutions. The acting minister disclosed that the approved graduation fees for 12th grade students in public school is 5,000 Liberian dollars, while private schools are permitted to charge up to US $100. And further noted that specific amounts have also been approved for kindergarten through grade 6 as well as for grade 9. Minister Fokpa encouraged all education partners and school operators to comply with the mandate, stressing that the law grants the ministry the authority to penalize violators. And out of Liberia, Malay military government has sought to calm anger over a blockade by Islamist militants on major highways where lorry drivers have been facing ambushes and arson attacks. In a rare acknowledgement of the seriousness of the situation affecting the landlocked country, Prime Minister Abdullahi Minga said the authorities were trying to improve security on the routes. The blockade, a potentially serious escalation of Mali's long-running jihadist insurgency, is particularly affecting the supply of fuel, which could cripple the country. The Sahel region of South Africa is known as the epicenter of global tourism, accounting for more than 50% of all tourism-related deaths. Several analysts said the aim of the Al-Qaeda-linked militants is to impose a blockade of the capital, Bamako. To end the news, a recap of the headlines. The Office for the Establishment of the War and Economic Crimes Code in Liberia says the transitional justice system is not focusing on establishing a tribunal just to prosecute and jail people suspected of crimes, but rather for victims who were severely injured, resulting to disabilities to receive redress. The Liberia National Red Cross Society says it will soon begin direct cash transfer to more than 1,800 families affected by disasters this year. Montserrat County District 3 Representative Sumo Moba has publicly called on suspended Deputy Youth and Sports Minister J. Brian Mangil, who faces allegations of rape, to turn himself in to the Liberia National Police. Now, out of Liberia, Malay military government has sought to calm anger over a blockade by Islamic militants on major highways where lorry drivers have been facing ambushes and arms attack. RCI News Bulletin Emmanuel Sensei.
Around the Fred Academy school. Yeah. You see the drugs? See the drugs? See the drugs? Welcome from Libya, from Libya. Yeah, right now, man. Okay, good drugs, man. Say no to drugs, say no to drugs. Jesus.
I think we're gearing back from the news bulletin. The rest of the team will be joining us soon. Monk, Siku, and Milborn. The team will be joining us soon. But let's share the show as we resume the show. A lot of things happening, folks, in Liberia. out of Liberia. Tomorrow we'll come back to talk more about the oil black, but I can say this to you guys. It's another scam. In other news also, we're following the US rate, a claiming of fast. Oh Lord. Nothing, let me tell you today, nothing from Joseph Boaga and Unity Party is durable. It's bunch of uselessness. Nothing from them is durable, is sustainable. It is bunch of uselessness and jokes. Yes, it is. Bunch of uselessness and jokes. Nothing sustainable. Melbourne, welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much, my dear brother. We're back after the news break. I think you're watching something. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're responding to. But I'm hearing you that nothing is sustainable.
No, I was telling the people, on the rescue government, on Unity Party government, on a Joseph Boakai and Jeremiah Kun government, there is nothing sustainable. Everything that they do is fake and temporary. I give you an example. And they say they drive the US rate. Hey, claiming you had to say you're claiming what a Gizi Mountain.
Oh yes, US rate is 180 now. You're
going to my Everest. Yeah. Not only that, and they told you, I say, more Ali them pass around and say water are going to be in the country. After one day, when they turn the hand pump on the carry Joseph Boakai, what happening? And the people start crying for water. And they're making noise about electricity, that electricity is sustainable. As of yesterday, I started getting report from Labrador that you're going back to the same thing because the rainy season is almost over. The only reason why the electricity was sustainable because the rainy season.
Oh yeah, you know that's one of the things that can always help us as people.
Anybody know that Joseph Boakai doing something serious or they're doing anything sustainable? No, that's not true. This government is as deceptive as the people who lead the government. And this is no disrespect, but these are facts. You're telling me what in the government are put in place and they came to power that lasted more than 6 months or to a year. You're telling me. And you know, I was reading the other day also, Melbourne, for the rest of the
even add up to that, my dear brother chairman, even today I posted, I think you saw that, right? I posted about my little son, you know, went on his old campus to get his transcript. And just imagine the school charging me 30 USD just to get his transcript. I was there, but for what reason? And he said that's the amount that we charge. So I'm like, because for me that sounds strange to me, you know, that I'll be paying 30 USD just to get my little son transcript. So when I posted that, the comments that yes, maybe this is normal. Oh, you just get into it. Maybe these are fees that we've been paying. Even some people are even saying that, oh yeah, maybe we pay. Some people will paying $350. So some of us will paying $50. Some of us will paying $60. Some of us, if I will paying $20, just like that. So I said, wow. So these are things that our people go through, and they pretend like, oh, it's well. But again, go on, brother.
Yeah, Melbourne, and this is unfortunate. Yeah, we'll bring Monk back on. And folks, just for the record, Barcelona is playing today. So right after here, I think I will be glued to the game. So those of you who want to reach me via phone or whatever it is, I'm very sorry.
I want to show something, the latest news in Liberia, Steve. I think this is the first of a kind. I'm not sure I say one of the region or maybe one of because there have been huge consignment of drugs. But this one that look like DKP, myself, I'm a bit confused. That one I say outside behind the scene. All of my colleagues can be laughing, but maybe why that's it? Because they order drugs. Look, how are people? Yeah.
Melbourne. It's all distraction. You see me talking about it? It's distraction. It is distraction. Let me say it to you. It is distraction. They want to change the conversation, the topic. They want to change the conversation, the topic. Lead that story. My brother. Okay. If they're quote unquote drugs now, great. And if they're arresting the job, let them go do what it's all do. What also do about my pass around? And we pay them to do the job. If you do your job, also do pass around and whatever. Mama, I got to see what issue, man. I don't want to be part of that. It's distraction. It's a joke. No, it is a joke. They want Alec the working. Look, my man, these people, look, let's stay on the issue, bro. They plot the issue. These guys don't want to discuss the issue, but me, they can distract me. I don't have time for that. It's a joke. It is a joke. Melbourne is a joke. The plane is a joke. Did that story, man? So all the other people who were there, they did that thing, man. Yeah, but yeah, no problem. I dropped in the tie in better than the pool. So they better what they call it, all that. Okay, great. Maybe like a monk, like I toss on this man. I get time for those minutes. That means it's all fool. Look, Joseph Boaga and Jeremiah Kun in the Liberian government, they can't fool me. I stay with the issue. I stick with the issue. And I ain't here to be distracted by funny little thing they want to do. They can say, oh, they busted drug or whatever they drug. We had who busted 100 million. You think drug dealer they really want to bring drug in the country for how they will bring it in Bono like that? You see what?
I'm still confused for drugs to be looking like someone that we said DJ.
I scam, brother. That story. They plan it.
I gotta see it until I don't know which type of drugs is that.
Yeah.
I really want to know which type of drug. If maybe they will say maybe that I don't know marijuana or what thing, maybe that marijuana. So yeah, I think that marijuana. But I don't think that I don't think that's fucking that. I don't think that what? No.
So Monk. Monk were back. Oh, Monk just left. So like I was saying earlier before Monk get back, nothing is serious, static about this government. Let me tell you today. Nothing. The people. Let me tell you something. Joseph Boaga does not know what he is doing. They're incompetent. They're inept. They don't know what they are doing. Let me tell you, they don't know what they are doing. They're incompetent and inept. They do not know what they are doing. The only thing what they know they are doing is stealing. If it comes to stealing, they understand that one. If it comes to corruption, criminality, they know it because they've been there for years. Primo Eden been around. Even the Jeremiah Kun been around. The other guy in Thomas Father been around. So there are a couple of people that have been there for years. That all they understand. And what the other one from Maggie B. County. What the other one that they took the American people took they put on sanction.
No quit.
Most of the people they were sanctioned. I don't know what kind of country is this, man. But I know where that go, man. Who are even sacrificing? They even sort of sanction people. They present them.
Mom, yeah. Mom, so going back to the conversation we're having earlier, you were saying something earlier before we went to the chat room about the revelation concerning the numbers that were made. You have the chance and the opportunity to please expand on it.
Well, I don't know. I think it'll be better we'll do that tomorrow because it was a lengthy conversation, almost like an hour between the both of them. And the whole issue of the oil black now, looking at the time, we are almost half an hour into the second hour on the show. And we need to take calls. So I think tomorrow will be the better time where we can go back and forth as to the allegation coming from, not allegation, but the argument coming from Chairman Belity and the Simon Freeman, maybe some other political leader are going to join that fight as well, because it doesn't add up. And there were a lot of case studies, there were a lot of instances that it makes for people who believe that they are trying to generate revenue, to boost revenue for the government. That's a lie. It does not make any sense, because one of the arguments the chairman made was the entire oil and gas industry, you're looking at upward in terms of the aggregate taxes. You are talking about close to $90 million annually. But the government will give more than $30 to $35 million just in how they call the name for it, man. Hold on, it will come to my mind here. Where you're only giving tax break. So a government who is actually interested in raising revenue, they won't be attacking Liberian owned businesses, and they won't be giving extra incentive for people to walk away. Even our lawmaker, it was one of the cases that Chairman Belity and Simon Freeman made, that looking at the lawmaker's salary and looking at the incentive that they get in terms of duty free, it means we are paying people technically to steal money from Liberia. So they are not interested in raising revenue. That's not a goal. But we'll get into the details tomorrow. Like I said, we don't have that much time, and you don't want to talk about this kind of stuff so people can get to understand. You want to be very lengthy and in detail about what's happening here. I don't think we'll have that much time for today to go in depth. So hopefully tomorrow we can expound it.
Okay. Yeah, tomorrow definitely we're zooming on it to reconcile the numbers and talk about some of the assertion made by whatever. But Monk, what do you make about Jeremiah Kun accusing Musa Belity accusing Jeremiah Kun directly? What do you make of that?
Well, I think 100% agree with Sekou on that one, because even if he has a hand in it, he's not the chief executive. In the day-to-day operation of the government, the vice president, I don't think he would be the one that will make that kind of a move. It can only come from the hierarchy. And the reason, like I said it to you, more of a weaponization process, because the origin of this idea alone is conflicting. The last time I checked, it was Dillon. I said it came from the Senate. It was the Senate recommendation. So if it came from the Senate, then more than likely the vice president can be involved. But in terms of making it to come to reality or in terms of making the move, I don't think it will be the vice president. So whether he's part of it or not, based on logic and the way how the government is structured to operate, we will say it can either come from the chief executive or the gang in the Senate. And he's part of it as well. I don't know whether he's the main driver behind it, but we know, maybe the chairman knows better than we know. He's there, he's in the legislature, so he got more intel on people that are attached to this whole weaponization thing as opposed to us on the media. So we'll see.
Well, Monk, I have a different take and perspective on that. Let me say this today. That.
And don't forget, sorry, won't forget the vice president, also the president for the Senate. So you're more than likely, if you're written from the Senate, then maybe he could be the chief architect behind it.
Yeah, but I agree with you, Ms. Monk, on that particular point. But the point that I view it differently is this. After being around in Liberian politics for a while, I realized one major mistake I made initially was politics in Liberia does not equate to morality and around the world. Let me say again, politics does not equate to morality in Liberia and around the world. In most cases, people with morals don't even win in politics. Let me say again, people with morals do not win in politics. If you want to come to politics, if you want to do politics and talk politics, in most cases, especially in Liberia, you will not win it if you operate on a moral level. Does it mean that you can maintain your personal morality? That's fine. Politics is not a religious thing. It's not a religion. You must open your eyes. I say this to say I'm a little baffled by the fact that Musa Hassan Bility, the chairman of the CMC, not only is making this accusation. My question is, what are you doing to apply the law of motion? I think it's the third or the sixth law of motion. To every action, there is equal and opposite reaction. What are you doing? What are you waiting for?
That you don't stay low.
Yeah. What are you doing? You have the ability, you have the capability and the resources to politically fight Jeremiah Kun. Not only to fight, but to destroy him politically. This is the thing I don't understand. And that's where I support Donald Trump. Let me tell you today, I support Donald Trump 100% on that. And that's where maybe at default disagree with Mr. Cummings and other people who want to make it look like this is a religious thing. Joseph Boaga is supposed to honor Mommy. I have the ability, Joseph Boaga, the president, and I sit down. I fold my hand. You see where for you? Joseph Boaga is supposed to attack me and want to tarnish my reputation. Want to make me look like a rogue or a criminal. Costa them, bending on you then. Costa them, they passing around, coming in America, flying, going, coming, they want and have the ability to make sure that I position you and use it. Me? Oh, we're not living with God. When we get to heaven or wherever God will take us, we'll discuss that other story there. Because I myself will ask God why he sat down and allow you to come after me. Let me say this, that thing where you can pass around, let's forget it, let Jeff forget it, Jeff forgive the person. I don't play that. I'm not into that. Especially if I didn't do you anything. You decide that you will come after me or whatever it is. I won't reciprocate it. Or that one I can tell you today. So for Musa Bele, will be talking, acting like they're making fun out of him, like him crying, he talking, tired, finny. No. Tell the Jeremiah Kun seat you be hard on him. Look, we have always told you guys, this government, let me tell you something, the Unity Party people, they are afraid. They are scared set of people. Joseph Boaga are scared men. So big mouth they got. They let pressure. They can't stand pressure. Let me tell you today, they can't stand pressure. They cannot stand pressure. And you see them buying down. I see you passing around telling Joseph Boaga, oh, thank you for suspending the man, the assistant minister for rape. Thank you. There's no thank you for Joseph Boakai. First of all, it's belated. It is belated. It's belated. That means they wasted time. That man's supposed to be behind bar. That's what the law says. That's what the law implies. So, if that poor person or that common person tell you, no. If that opposition person tell you, you're running with a story while you're collecting your evidences. So, let Musa Bedede be passing around complaining all day and making noise when you're able to deploy and make sure that you reciprocate what the guys are doing to you proportionally with the same measure. And the Bible says the same measure proportionally. Like what you mean? This when you say proportionally about all man they are talking to now, because they say this time I'll be speaking people born the show, man. I'll be talking the way we used to talk. So my old man I'll break it down. Proportionally mean they measure. And you know when you go buy the cup of red and they measure it, they see why it can weigh. When you weigh 50 here, weigh 50 there, that they will call proportionally with the both people there. So that it there. The both people say proportionally. Go after Jeremiah Kun. The fact that you identify him, go after him with everything. What are you talking? Lead out, the Manimaka, the brother, that the other person, brother, forget that thing. You know how many toes Jeremiah Kun step on in our country? Do you know how many people Jeremiah Kun have offended? Do you know how many people Jeremiah Kun betray and hurt in our country? Do you guys have any idea? In the name of politics. As I'll be saying now, you're hurting me. And they say, that politics, they just forget, we'll see each other, we'll laugh, we'll shake again. Oh, okay. That different person born you. That human being born you. That alien born you, so I will let you go. That alien born you, so I will let you go. No, I will not let you go. No, I will not let you go. And I'm saying it today to the ANC people and to Elizana Comis. I'm saying it today. Let Joseph Boakai, the thing what they did, let them pay for it. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Let them pay for it. That time for you to utilize your resources. Let me tell you today on the show. Until somebody can make people pay for what they've done politically, all that energy you're exerting against George Weah, you must exert that same energy against Joseph Boakai in the Unity Party. Let them pay for it. If it calls for the entire government to be sanctioned, let them be sanctioned, including the Joseph Boakai man. Yes. Yes. And Joseph Boakai saying he can play a game. It's on. It's on. And I'm not going to be able to talk. Me, know me, I don't gossip. I don't lie. And I'm here to do propaganda because I don't want anything for anybody. And I'm calling anybody after the show to say, give me that one, give me that one. No. The same way how you're mobilizing, you're strategizing against Joseph Boakai, against Joe Weah. At the red time now, Joseph Boakai must feed twice what Joe Weah felt. Because you know what? Joseph Boakai committing more problem for the country. I'm saying it today. Joseph Boakai committing more problem for Liberia. The mess that they put in that country in the name of the rescuing the country. And they're taking your oil black, go get the same Nigerian guy who they brought during Ellington. Tomorrow we'll talk about it. We'll talk about it in details. We'll talk about it in detail. We'll discuss it in detail. So yes, that's my philosophy, Monk. I don't know what you think. Me, I support Donald Trump. Donald Trump don't play game. You mess with him, come out, you mess with you. It is what it is. Like politics. So you mess with me in politics, I'll mess with you. That's it. Socially, you mess with me, I'll mess with you socially. Me, I don't believe in let forget it. Let leave it with God, and let God. I don't care for that. If you don't want me to mess with you, don't mess with me. Don't fool around. You fool around. That's what it is. So I don't know what you say.
Well, I agree with you. When you're in the position of leadership, you got to show strength. In leadership, right? Like I said, politics is a contact sport, it's a dirty game. The vast majority of the people in government, they got their own shitty business or businesses. They always give contract to people and get kickback. We all know. Chairman Belede cannot tell me he been in politics in Labrador for more than, I won't say politics, but at least he been around the corridor of power in terms of from Madam Saliva administration, whether it's business or whether transitioning now to politics. He got some information. He got some intel. We know the kind of a criminal dealing that every single one that they are involved in, whether it's about giving licenses or giving concession agreement to get kickback. You got to have debt on your opponent, and you use that, you weaponize it in politics. When you want to take me down, I use it as leverage and come after you as well. But like I said, the whole thing could go both ways. They could use it. He could use it for profit, or he could stand to lose a portion of a business empire in Liberia, because the politician will come after him. That's just standard operating procedure. And you don't want to show weakness, because when they sense weakness, they will exploit it. They will use your vulnerability to come after you. Thank God now he got Ala Simeon from maybe Lieutenant coming out his voice, or other political actors. You don't have to necessarily have a business to know exactly what's going on, but more of a witch hunt. It's all about weaponizing state power, like I said, to go after people, because they want to make it like about revenue, that chairmanability and order that into the gas industry. They've been stealing for the Liberian people, and they are trying to rescue Liberian people by bringing. That's a lie. Because, like I said, these people cannot even make remittances into the government consolidated account from the money. And one question, Simon from they tell us what you already do with the money you are collecting. You can't even give account of the money you are collecting on a day-to-day basis. And you want to tell me that we get benefit from something that you are projecting to collect in the future, when in fact you are giving people, license, you are giving people a lot of kickback, you are giving a lot of duty free. When you're talking about generating revenue, it does not add up. And the example he made yesterday, he was talking about the transport ministry, right? For a government that is interested in generating more revenue, right? If you really want to generate more revenue, he talked about how they call it, the transport, about the driver licenses, and the how they call it, increasing fee on driver licenses, right? So it means you are punishing Liberian, but you wanted to outsource that particular job to some other investor. So you see the contradiction here? They say they want to save money, right? They want to collect more. But then when it comes to area where the government can generate even more revenue, they are not even doing that. In matter of fact, they are punishing Liberians at the expense of giving or golden parachute to other investors in the country. So how do you reconcile the two? You want to take the job or the duty of the transport ministry and give it to some third-party entity, right, or private investor, but then yet Liberians that are investing into their own economy, you want to punish them. And he said something, he said in Ghana, 75% of their economy is owned by Ghanaian. Nigerians eat Nigerian money, but in Liberia, when our own is investing into the country, those are the folks that we want to punish. I guess he was speaking directly to the government. Like I said, I hope other people will come around this. It's not about revenue, it's not about commodity prices. That's a lie, that's a scam. Because if you are interested in raising more revenue, you will find area where you got to close all the loophole in terms of the kickbacks and the kind of or giveaway you get to concession years in Liberia. You will not be letting people to walk away with more than $30 million in how they call it, duty free. Then you say you want to raise more revenue. That's a lie. Steve, does that make any sense?
No, it doesn't. These are some of the things that we'll be zooming on tomorrow.
Yeah.
We'll add the numbers up to see if these numbers make any sense.
Yeah. How do you get the highest end in Liberia, the lawmakers, right, on average, they make anywhere between $150,000 a year. And you are giving them duty free for things they bring to the country. What kind of responsible government that is interested in generating more revenue will be giving kickbacks to people that are already wealthy or rich, as opposed to the regular everyday Liberian? It does not add up. That's why I say it's more of a weaponization than making an economic sense. It does not make any sense. This is not about raising more revenue, because you already are not remitting revenue you are generating. I'm not talking about the one you are projecting to collect in the future. It makes no sense at all.
Exactly. Thank you so much. Milbo, quickly we'll turn it over to you so that we can hear from our people from back home. But before you do that quickly, let me just say this. I won't say it again for the record. The ANC, Mr. Alexander Cummings, I don't know what the CDC would do, but I know one of the people that have huge international connections, big international connections. I'm not just saying on a local level. I'm saying on the big stage at Alexander Cummings, whether you like it or not. If Alexander Cummings will run this time around, let me say to your opening, to your the ANC people you're listening, Mr. Alexander Cummings must show strength. Yeah. Mr. Alexander Cummings must show strength. No more going behind a horse to go do anything or do good for the Liberian people, then you can't show it. No more being quiet about what you do, what you not do. No more. No. If you got to punish someone, let them know you are punishing them. Yeah. And the Unity Party must be punished. Joseph Boakai must be punished. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. So quickly before I go to the line, let me just give the reason why you see sometimes our people continue to live in poverty, like Mon just stated. These are things, Monk, almost if not the 5 top government officials, including the president, the vice president, the speaker, the deputy speaker, and all the Senate pro tempore, with all of their budgets. Still, you have the lawmakers who still have close to, I think they have, or in fact, they're supposed to be having close to 15 persons under their control, or maybe that will be working for them, or already working for them. Then, apart from that, you also have some of the government entities, like for example, the LEC, you have the Maritime, you have Central Bank, you have the places where most of our officials that they are making close to 15,000 per month. So tell me, if you have all of these people who making all of these monies coming from the same budget, the budget that's supposed to be there for the people, and you have today I saw Ministry of Education talking about no teacher making less than 150. Every time they are boasting of the people's salary, like it's something good for them. You know, we're talking about nobody making less than 150. Nobody making less than, it's 150 money for someone in this age and time. Even you're supposed to be talking about a store boy making that 150, not a teacher. But again, that's our society. So we give them all of the free ride. Someone were asking us to, why should lawmaker get free? Yes, people they have duty free. Other than they are the only group of people in this country, if not almost all of our government officials that have, in fact, people pay for their homes, government pay for their home, everything. But the citizen, they continue to struggle in their own country, continue to work for 150, and that's a lie. So for me, so far, I think these things are things that are making our people to continue to live in poverty, because if you pay 177, 150 every month, what do you expect? So that's it. Let's go to the line to interact with our people. I need today. There's so many things to talk about, but tomorrow we'll continue. Let me see today's caller. Good evening.
Good evening, Bob.
Yeah, my brother, go ahead.
I join you from my spend of the respect.
Yeah, go ahead, David.
You see, let me agree with Steve. You know, with all of what Joseph Waka did to Alexander Cummings, by this time, I have thought he could have been crucified by Alexander Cummings based upon the quote-unquote American contact that he has. But to sit there and allow Joseph Waka to be having holiday, Joseph Waka becomes 3 times richer than what we thought he was. Joseph Waka, who was very poor, who could not even wear a fitting suit. All right, today you see him wearing custom-made clothes. That man who used to wear a BB coat suit, the only time labo shirt. Today you see that man, he riding a custom-made $1.2 million Leicester Jeep, and he going after. Well, look, let me say this to my own political institution, CDC. Look, yesterday we did not have any good breaks. We never breathe very well with the kind of terrorizing that the people terrorize in the country. For us to sit here and see what opposition may be trouble upon, and we can't speak to it. I'm so disappointed in my own party. I think it's about time that we should wake up and start to move on Joseph Waka as we're supposed to do, because he has done a lot of things in this country that is very well blessed. We're not supposed to sit here and allow the old man who has a gender-weak government running in this country to allow him to just continue to move with all this way. I have to say he lost.
All right, thank you. Today's caller, good evening.
My name is Hussein Kew. I call from Jacobstown.
Yeah, Hussein, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you, Mabon. Thank you for always having me on the show. So I listened to the different talking points. But let me say this. You know, it is only a good thing to criticize and critique the government. But when it comes to, you know, acknowledging some of the progress the government has made, this is why we're lacking more of the time. I listen to many of the panelists. When I even want to mention some of those progress the government has made in the different sectors. So who told you everything is roses? No, everything is roses. I've overheard you talking about teachers making 100.
So yesterday, that was your campaign yesterday, Hussein. So I don't want you to come here and be acting like, oh, you want us to bear it, you know, this. No, Hussein. Yes, no, I come in yesterday. Yesterday you campaign against nepotism. Yesterday you campaign against corruption. Yesterday you campaign against bad governance. Why you want us to remain quiet on that?
No, I am not in no way suggesting.
No, but what you doing now? You want us now, for example? No, but what you saying? Because maybe the way you put Pinter, they have a ministerial complex. You want us to say to come here and talk about the ministerial complex. What are you doing?
No, don't get me wrong.
No, but what are you doing here always? No, the way you always doing it is wrong.
I listen to you. You are a journalist, and your work is to criticize and recommend to the government, right? It is in no way that I would say you should not criticize or critique the government. But I listen to some of the people continue to call the president Joseph Boakai. So take for example, maybe if tomorrow Musa Belete was to become president,
they may be called Musa Belete. They may be called Musa Belete. Remember, don't waste our time on things that are not necessary. They may be called Musa Belete. How you want them to people to call him, man? Hello, Uncle Brantate.
Yes, Labor and the other panelists on the show.
Yeah.
You know, I listen to all the talking points, and the main thing it's good that even people also admitted that you are I'm not John, talking about John.
Mm-hmm.
You know, sometimes when something happens to you, the better you admit, you know, then the fear moves from your mind. But let me go to the point.
I don't lost Melbourne.
Yeah, I think, but he's joining us. I don't know what happened, but he'll be joining us soon. Yeah, but folks will continue to call for the next few minutes when Melbourne join us, Jenna. But Monk, it's interesting how, you know, Unity Party people, especially the guy who called not too long ago and said, I said Joseph Boakai. They complain about everything. And I need buy Pagay. How's all going? How's all going? I'm not calling him President Joseph Boakai. I will call him.
All the kind of things. Now, who want a table for the people that the cost will come to the market.
Mm-hmm.
So Musa is taking the heart of the common people. And you know how much the government won with 17,000. So all the things Musa doing, if you sum up there, it means that there will be a scramble in 2029. And Musa will be one of the contenders because he will be put into a timetable. Most of the opposition politicians, when they campaign, they say we can win. But the man not won, and he's doing all those things. So they will find ways, all kind of ways. Hey, look, you know, I don't want the opposition to waver.
All right.
You know, and a good thing, they always come back through the fire.
All right, Uncle. Thank you. Thank you so much. Today's caller, good evening.
This is William Corbin, and I joined this conversation for District 3.
Yeah, go ahead, Queen.
Well, thank you. And to everybody for their very analysis. Well, people say this country now is nothing positive has ever gone on since the Unity Party came to power. Even if 1% positive thing has ever happened, well, that's a belief. You can never force the devil to believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God. You can never work. The devil believes it's a work either. So now, for me, I live in this country. I know how Liberia was, and I know how Liberia is now, and I know how Liberia or when Liberia is hearing. I know that I used to buy red tape for 3,500.
Today's caller, hello.
Yeah, hello, Memo. How are you today?
I'm okay, my brother. Go ahead.
Okay, my name is Mamosef. I'm calling you from Togoville.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Memo. I'm sorry that today probably maybe what my call I gone through, what I want to talk about is not part of some of your talking point, but it was something that I wouldn't have the time for me to talk about. That has to do when you're comparing the government from
from Chattanooga Day all the way to Monasali and that of our current president. Yeah, go ahead quickly.
Right. So, you know, you brought me back to what my father told me at the time. He said, in this life, there's nothing going to be easy. Everything going to be continuously hard. And then it only depends on you as the individual and the country for you to do it better for yourself. And he gave me an example. He said, you see the Ghana's doing where we are here? He said, we used to send people to go buy the cement for 70 cents. 1 were buying a bag of rice for something like 100 kg for something like just about $7, $8. Now, how much is it? It's somewhere about $100. And I can tell you, it's never going to come down. Any politician that stands before you and tell you, say, he's going to bring price of rice down, he's lying to you. He's not telling you the truth. And you will never be able to do it. What you need to do is to create a conducive atmosphere for people to move around and have the opportunity to earn commensurate.
Well, okay, may fine. What we always acting like, in fact, we don't have the resources, or in fact, we don't have the land.
Correctly, we do have it at the end of the day. So whatever it is right now, I just say, and now the Taylor administration, one of the things that they have done, and they were all doing that era, is something that they brought and imported a lot of drug user. That's what that is the beginning part of where drugs came from. The children then used to take the drugs and they would be brave to go on the front. Vast majority of those people you found it around the dollar end and at the red line, because they were the worry party were mainly base.
Yes, exactly. Thank you so much. Let me take my water. Good evening.
I want to say thank you for the show. You know my son Mayborn. Joseph Waka is a calamity.
How?
Joseph Waka is a disaster. The thing that we see in the country here, Joseph Waka said it as a raw alley. He joined himself supposed to he come on, we not know. Then we see still war for people to come on the air to congrats the government, where the government doing good. Where they good as the government doing? Just you know, the people ever praise anybody doing good in this country. Everything that happened in the country for the past government, they want nothing the past government in the country. Everything was back in the country. Just in the war, the poor not in the war, that's what we eat. So then,
I know, thank you. Even the hospitals, when they were building, even the other hospitals, they were even talking about drugs. Had no drug with today. What kind of country? By the way, Steve, we gotta go, my people. No coming straight.
Thank you. Let me get it one caller quickly from the diaspora. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from, please?
Thanks very much, man. This is Abraham Conner calling from New Jersey. Let me say good afternoon, good morning, and good evening to everyone. Great topic, guys. You guys are playing your part. There are two things I really want to hammer on real quick. One, it has to do with this issue that Steve threw light on here. That oppositions, they are in coma. They need to wake up. CDC government was literally strangulated over there by to the point that people stationed in Washington, D.C. in America here, throwing such nobody's guns as if they were dishing out bag of rice to them on a daily basis. Case in point, they decided to one of the architects, Washington, D.C., in the Speaker's office there at Nancy Pelosi, presenting petition on a daily basis. I'm not seeing that happen here. Lobbyists, looking against that government, that people got sanctioned over there on a daily basis. And now today you have a government that is getting a free ride in less than 2 years, got 2 years. People can afford anything in the whole thing. Breaking home now, Joseph Waka is over there. That's one. Two, let me just close on this real quick. I saw this call brigade keep coming on the show every time telling you people, oh, you gotta call somebody, Mr. President. By the way, let me call brigade show you a video where Joseph Waka ever referred to George Weah as Mr. President. He called him Mr. George Weah. He never called him President. That he did. Your friend Joker was employing George Weah government, but he said he would not recognize him as a president. But when you get together, the little call brigade to go come here, tell his team and order, or why you get called a president. Prove that Joseph Waka called George Weah president.
Thank you. Well, let's hear from Monk. Monk, what is your parting comment before we turn over to Milborn?
Well, I don't have that much to say. Tomorrow we expound on this subject matter because the facts are there, the realities are there. And like you said, I think you established the premise today for the show that politics is about showing strength. Even people that support you in politics, when they perceive you as being weak, it's a turn off for them. Beyond talking about the people who are against you, I'm talking about even people that believe in you, that stand for you. People who put you into public office. Look, let me tell you something. Yega Kaluba is not building roads like bro. Yega Kaluba is not building bridges or school. But Yega Kaluba has proven to be a fighter. He can't compromise on his principle. People see strength in him, that he can take on an establishment. That's how you think he's popular. He can go across his electoral district all over the country and still get a support. You think that magic? I'm not saying you should be like Yega Kaluba, but you got to show some spine, because politics is not a moral game. It's power dynamics and public perception. If the public, look at the game Jota Baga explained. Jota Baga is creating the illusion that they are trying to rescue Liberian by reducing prices, when in fact he's using government power to target Liberian owned businesses and his political opponent. But guess what? Jota Baga is going to win that fight based on how the public perceive it. If they believe that Musa Belete is stealing from them, then Baga win. If the Liberian people believe that Joseph Boaga and his henchmen are using political power to go after his opponent, then Musa Belete. That what politics is all about is about perception. The way the vast majority of the people are thinking. When the people buy into it, you are the winner. And you don't have to be right all the time. You just need to show strength. You cannot be a coward. You cannot back down when you are for something. Look, do you know, Melbourne, in politics, it's not even advisable for you to apologize in public, even when you are wrong. Yeah, you can apologize to your children, your wife, but when you in politics, even a wrong decision, you don't say, I am sorry publicly. You stand to what you believe, because sorry in politics means you are conceding that you are a weakling. That's what sorry means. So look, the way how politics operate, you got to know how to navigate, and you got to be able to stand up for what you believe in. So if you want to be Mr. Nice Guy, then go to church. If you don't want to go to church, then go to match.com. That's why they can be doing personality profile. But the moment you choose to become a politician, and I even warned the chairman one time, he was on the show, the chairman, the one thing politicians hate to see is when business people interfere in politics, they will come after you, because they know at the end of the day, in terms of productivity, in terms of idea, a politician cannot match the average businessman. And these are the people telling you they want to raise more revenue when Jota Baga going on useless trip that he cannot even bring any value on return for your tax dollar. But they are the ones telling you they want to generate more revenue for the state. But anyway, guys, it was a great show. Thank you for the time.
Thank you. Well, folks, please don't miss the show tomorrow. We'll be here by the grace of God. Don't miss the show tomorrow. To the Unity Party partisans, Joseph Boakai supporters, calling Joseph Boakai is not any form of disrespect. That he need my getting as far as we're concerned. And that I will call him. Hey, y'all can go say anything you want to say. I am not backing down on that. I'm not changing it. I will continue to call. In fact, saying y'all insist on that going forward. I want you to know today, I will never ever call Joseph Boakai President Boakai again. I will call him Joseph Boakai going forward. And if I make a mistake and I say President Joseph Boakai, I will take it back and call him Joseph Boakai. And we here, you'll see. Folks, let's have a good week. We'll be back tomorrow. Have a good day. Mark, thank you.
There are things we can do. We bring in good news and we give it to you.